Welcome back, YouTube family. Before I begin this news story, remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel to view relevant content. And please tell your friends and family as well. Let's get started. Skydiving is an extreme sport that still gains popularity each year. As you know, some people choose to skydive with a group, others are definitely more daring. They choose the option of skydiving solo. Would you believe that? YouTube family, I enjoy a sense of adventure at times, like traveling to a new city, joining a travel group to explore another country, roller coasters, and riding in go-karts. But I must admit that I have zero desire to skydive. It looks exhilarating, and my respect goes to everyone who is that courageous. For example, anyone who serves in the military, whose responsibility requires them to search and rescue, for people in emergency situations, military personnel who have careers demonstrating heroic acts by doing missions mid-air, and also the percentage of people who are skydiving instructors, jumping out of plane for pleasure. That's all incredible. Let's start the story. On February 18th, a 44-year-old Heather Glasgow decided to do skydiving. The incident took place in Patel, Oklahoma. The weather was mild and she took several skydiving courses as preparation. Previously, Miss Glasgow enrolled in a tandem skydive and 2 first-time jump classes. She took the courses at Adventure Skydive Center in Silosaw, Oklahoma. While she was in the air, her parachute did deploy correctly. Somehow, Heather Glasgow's parachute went into a spin, so much that she was unable to stop it or point it in the right direction. Although emergency services arrived quickly and transported her to Northeastern Healthy Systems of Sequoia, she passed away at 8:05 p.m. on Saturday evening. It's a bizarre tragedy since her parachute opened, but she was spinning uncontrollably before hitting the ground. The Federal Aviation Administration and Oklahoma Medical Examiner's Office are currently investigating her cause of death. Heather Glasgow wanted to skydive solo for some reason or another. I'm guessing one reason why people choose to go skydiving alone is because it allows them a greater sense of freedom. Maybe Heather Glasgow wanted a journey of solitude, so she felt if she was a part of a larger group or accompanied by an instructor or guide, it would take away from her intent. When Heather Glasgow decided to engage in this adventure sport, Perhaps she wanted complete control over her own experience. Maybe she thought it added even more excitement and thrill. Maybe when Heather Glasgow compared that experience with being limited by another person's decisions or expectations during their jump from high altitudes into thin air, she didn't want any distractions, or she didn't even want to share their experience with anyone. Another point is Heather Glasgow's decision to do this adventure without anyone else there means she gets full autonomy over how long the jump lasts, as well as where exactly she wants to land after completing the skydive. Usually, these details would otherwise only be possible through prior arrangements made between two people before taking off into free fall mode. I'm just guessing, everyone. YouTube family, another major benefit associated with going on these kinds of adventures alone are the potential therapeutic feelings. Jumping out from great heights while surrounded by nothing but open skies usually results in feelings experienced during meditation. It's like your own utopia. Maybe it allowed Heather Glasgow time away from her everyday life stresses, providing some opportunity for her to self-reflect while seeing the breathtaking views, the beautiful colors, nature all around her. Depending on her preferences, she may have found herself at peace by confronting deathly fears head-on instead of opting against running away or avoiding them altogether. We don't know what was going on in her life. Many skydivers ultimately feel immensely stronger afterwards, rather than weaker, even when they had too much anxiety before. This type of self-therapy could prove very invaluable, especially for people who struggle mentally or can't afford expensive treatments available in any other way. And I'm not implying that Heather Glasgow had any mental issues at all. It was her day of solitude. A man named Mike Robinson said he can attest that the Skydiving Center focuses on caution with all participants. Many of you may oppose these benefits and argue that people should not be allowed to travel or to skydive solo because of all the risk involved. Honestly, YouTube family, I ask myself, why did this established company support Heather Glasgow's decision? Since she was inexperienced, why did they allow her to jump solo? Although there are huge risks with any extreme sports activities, especially types involving flying through clouds above ground level all the way back down again, these companies will allow responsible adults the privilege to enjoy these astonishing experiences without being accompanied. Remember, they're making money. And they have the same mindset. Most corporations believe it still makes perfect sense to allow added freedoms and personal growth opportunities. Businesses that provide these opportunities believe doing this gives its customers a unique sense of rewards, far outweighing whatever drawbacks that may exist. And it's up to the participant to make sure regulations remain in place and safety standards are up to par whenever they decide to do these ventures. Finally, this is very unfortunate, and my condolences goes out to Heather Glasgow's family, friends, and loved ones. This is tragic on many levels because it was preventable. Perhaps if she had an instructor with her, the outcome may have been successful. Plus, her two children no longer have their mom, and she passed away at a young age. But it was Heather Glasgow's choice. Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. And remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million and stay safe wherever you are.